Thinking about moving to Greenville, South Carolina in 2025, whether you visited before or you're just starting your research, there are definitely a few things that you're going to want to know before you make the move. From the cost of living and weather to traffic and what to expect, I'm going to break it all down for you here in this video. Hey everybody, I'm Reed Gray, a local realtor here in Greenville, South Carolina. And well, that guy, that's Harrison Williamson, a lender that I love working with. Together, we've helped people from all over the country relocate here to the Upstate. And if that's you, stick around, but let's dive in. So number one, Greenville is growing fast. Greenville's population, it's booming. And people are moving here from all over the country, especially Florida, California, and the Northeast. And it's for good reason. So the city has done a great job investing in infrastructure, walkability, neighborhoods, and a thriving downtown. But the growth certainly comes with competition and especially in the housing market. So if you're thinking about making the move, just know you're not the only one, and it's smart to start planning ahead of time. Number two is the cost of living is still reasonable, but it's rising. So Greenville here is still very affordable compared to cities nearby such as Charlotte, Raleigh, and Atlanta. But home prices certainly have gone up in recent years, especially in popular suburbs such as Simpsonville, Greer, Travelers Rest, and downtown. Now, it's partly because people are relocating here from more expensive markets and driving demand. I said it before in another video, and I want to point it out again. So people moving here oftentimes think that Greenville is terribly affordable. However, it may be possible in the areas that you're looking that it may be just as expensive and competitive in certain neighborhoods. So I'd love to talk about what your housing search looks like and how we can help meet and exceed your expectations. Now here in Greenville, you can still get a great home here at a good value, but don't wait too long because prices aren't going down anytime soon. Number three is you get seasons, but nothing is too extreme. So one of my favorite things about Greenville is the weather. And here you're going to experience all four seasons. Spring is beautiful, the fall is stunning, and even winter brings the occasional dusting of snow, which is somebody who relocated from Florida, maybe just like you, absolutely loves. But we don't get the harsh winters, and we certainly don't have those brutally hot summers that I left behind back in Florida. If you're looking for a balanced climate, then Greenville is going to be an ideal spot for you with all four seasons. Number four, the lifestyle is slower, and in a good way. So if you're coming from a big metro area, the pace of life here may feel a little bit slower. And honestly, that's actually one of the best parts about living here. People, they take the time to say hello. There's less rush, less stress, and more space to breathe. So whether you're raising a family, retiring, or just want to enjoy a better work-life balance, Greenville offers a lifestyle that's relaxed but never boring. Number five is the downtown is truly special. Greenville's downtown has become one of the most celebrated in the Southeast, and that's for good reason. It's walkable, charming, and full of local restaurants, shops, galleries, and green spaces. Falls Park is right in the center of downtown, and it's one of the most beautiful urban parks in the country. Maybe I'm biased, but that's just my opinion. There's a real energy here, and you can feel it the moment that you step into downtown. Number six is there's a strong sense of community, and I love that. So this is the kind of place where neighbors still wave to each other and people actually make eye contact when you're in the store. There's a deep sense of pride in local schools, churches, and small businesses. Community events, festivals, and farmers market are a big part of life here, and it's easy to get involved and feel like you belong. Now number seven, this one kind of makes me laugh, but it's totally true, is you're gonna want a car. I had a guy move here from New York a couple years ago and he didn't have a car. To me, the idea was wild, but to him, it was normal. Needless to say, my man had to go buy himself a new ride to get around town. Even though parts of Greenville, like the downtown and West End, are very walkable, it's still a very drivable city. Here in Greenville, public transportation, it is limited, and while we do have rideshare options such as Uber and Lyft, they're not always consistent outside the city center. So most people, they do commute by car, so having a vehicle is important for getting around day to day. Number eight is you're close to so much. Day trips galore. One of the best parts of living in Greenville is what's nearby. Now Greenville is awesome in itself, however you're just 45 minutes from the Blue Ridge Mountains and only a few hours from places like Asheville, Atlanta, Charlotte, and even Charleston or the South Carolina coast. I'm actually heading there in a few weeks and I am stoked. So that's one of my favorite things about living here in Greenville. But whether you love hiking, the wineries, beaches, or weekend getaways, there is no shortage of places to explore. Now number 9 is the job market is growing and diverse. Greenville has a solid and growing economy. Major employers here in the area include BMW, Michelin, Prisma Health, and a number of tech and logistic companies. There's also been a big shift here towards remote work, which has made Greenville a hub for people who want lower cost of living and a better quality of life while still working for companies based elsewhere. Now, number 10 is not every suburb is the same, so let's do your homework. Greenville is surrounded by a mix of suburbs and small towns, each with its own personality, and I can't stress that enough. Simpsonville is kind of our suburban haven. Now, Travelers Rest has small town charm with mountain feel, and Greer is booming and has a mix of old and new with a beautiful downtown area. Now, when I say downtown, it's really kind of more like a county square, but there's a lot to do there and a lot of activities. People love it. So there's no one size fits all answer here. It's really more important to explore which area best fits your lifestyle, commute, and budget. If you want help with that, I've got a full video series breaking down each of Greenville's top suburbs in detail. Moving to a new city, especially from out of state, it can be exciting, but it can also feel a little bit overwhelming. My job is to help make your move as smooth and stress-free as possible while also getting you the best property at the best price and best deal possible. So if Greenville's on your radar, I'd love to connect and I'd love to be your guide for the area. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos, and when you're ready, I look forward to connecting. As always, I'm Reed Gray, and thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next week.